Should governments enforce stricter regulations on social media platforms to combat misinformation without infringing on free speech? What if your freedom of speech was slowly being taken away and you didn't even notice? Or what if the real danger wasn't censorship at all, but the wildfire of misinformation that's warping our reality every single day? Here's the uncomfortable truth. In the battle between protecting free speech and stopping dangerous lies, someone's rights are going to get burned. Governments say they want to protect the truth. Social media giants say they want to keep the conversation open. But both have agendas. And somewhere in the middle is you, the user, the voter, the citizen. Today, we're asking the question no one can seem to agree on. Should governments enforce stricter regulations on social media to combat misinformation without destroying free speech? This isn't just an internet problem, it's a democracy problem. In the last decade, misinformation has fueled everything from vaccine hesitancy to election chaos. Entire nations have been swayed not by truth, but by carefully packaged lies that spread faster than fact-checkers can keep up with. But here's the catch. Every time someone talks about regulating online speech, people immediately ask, who decides what's misinformation? And what if they get it wrong? Because the moment we give governments the power to control what can and can't be said online, that power can be abused. History tells us that very clearly. So we've got two very real dangers staring us in the face. One, misinformation running wild, undermining public trust and putting lives at risk. Two, government overreach, slowly choking the free exchange of ideas under the banner of protecting the truth. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Left unchecked, misinformation is not just annoying, it's dangerous. Point 1. Misinformation can kill. Think about COVID-19. From drinking bleach to rejecting vaccines, false claims led to preventable deaths. Or look at election lies. They've sparked riots, destabilized governments. If a dangerous product harms people, governments step in. Why should harmful, dangerous content online be treated any differently? Point 2. Platforms can't police themselves. Big platforms claim they're fighting misinformation, but their business model thrives on outrage. Studies show false stories spread 6 times faster than truth. Algorithms aren't built to protect facts, they're built to keep you scrolling. Point 3. Precedent exists and works. The EU's Digital Services Act forces transparency. Singapore's anti-fake news law allows corrections without deletions. Not perfect, but proof targeted regulations can work without erasing public discussion. But giving governments more power over speech might solve one problem and create a much bigger one. Who decides truth? Truth is rarely absolute. Politicians could define it for political gain. Slippery slope. Turkey and Russia examples. Fake news laws turned into tools for silencing critics. Free speech as a safety valve. Bad ideas need public exposure to be challenged. Suppression drives them underground. Too little regulation, lies run wild. Too much regulation, speech suffocates. You cannot have perfect truth and perfect freedom at the same time. Leaning too far toward truth risks surveillance states. Leaning too far toward freedom risks drowning in lies so convincing that truth becomes irrelevant. Truth and freedom aren't enemies. They're partners. Truth without freedom becomes propaganda. Freedom without truth becomes chaos. Lose one and you lose the other. We've built instant communication without the tools to verify or build trust. So we're fighting symptoms, not the disease. If we don't strengthen both together, we risk losing democracy itself. This isn't happening in some far-off courtroom. It's happening every time you share, like, or post. No law can fix this without you making smarter choices. Next time a headline seems too perfect, check it. If it makes you angry, ask why. And if it's false, don't spread it. So, should governments regulate or not? Drop your answer below. Challenge me. Challenge each other, respectfully. And if you want more debates that make you think, subscribe, because next week's topic might be even more controversial.